Hello, I'm Ryan. These are two Ford Mondeos which I plan to do a review on. However, after the Grand Tour, I don't really think there's much point, but let's give it a go anyway. So, to my right, which will be your left, and to my left, which will be your right, are the two Mondeos which we're going to use for a challenge. This being the 2009 version, this being the latest 2016 version. The question is, what difference is there between the two vehicles? Well, today we're going to find out. So we start off in the 2009 Mondeo to begin with, and what can we say about it? Well, this is my car, so I can say anything I want about it. The model I'm in is the top of the range Titanium X. It's got 140 brake horsepower in it. So a Titanium X model just simply means one thing. Well, actually no, that's a lie. It means several things. It means that you've got the fancy looking alloys compared to the normal standard ones you get. It means you've got the nice touch screen sat-nav system in the middle with traffic management control in it, which by the way is fantastic. It keeps you updated all the time on whether there's an accident just 5 minutes up the road there, or if you've planned a journey all the way up to say Inverness, it'll tell you and calculate the whole way up if there's been any accidents, any roadworks, and that will keep you updated the whole way out there. Fantastic. Now everything's laid out exactly where it should be. There's no faffing about, there's no stupid little technological buttons that you've got to sit and have a degree in computer technology to work. Everything's right in your face. It tells you exactly what it should be. For example, there you go, P, you know that means parking sensors. The little slidey car, you know that means traction control. Hazard lights, heated seats, heated rear window, front window, it's just all there, it's all easy, it's not going to confuse the out of you. Also has things like the heated leather seats, it's got your voice command system, which I'm not actually too sure if it's worked because I've had this car for about a year now and I've never used it, so let's do a little challenge whilst we're at it, shall we? So, if I simply push the button on the indicator stock that says voice,
auxiliary,
there we go. CD player.
Command please.
CD player.
Important commands are radio, CD player, navigation,
Second one that I said.
Help.
Try one. CD player. You join us now with our cameraman in the front seat. I figured because I've got such an Inverness accent, like people keep telling me, that it is time for someone else from a different part of Scotland to try. So cameraman Tommy, do you want to give it a go? Go for it. It'll probably work for you. Let's try it.
Auxiliary,
CD player.
command please.
CD player.
Important commands are radio, CD player, navigation, and help.
Apparently the next Ford has got a system that's out of this world. Now the version we're in today, second hand, you can get for about £2,500–3,000, depending on the miles and etc, etc. You can sometimes get them cheaper. We paid, I think it was £2,100 for this one. I've had it for near enough a year now. It's never let me down once. I get all the kids' buggies in it, the wheelchairs and everything else. No issues at all. It seems to be bang on the button. So there's not really a lot I can say after having a test drive of this car, because it's my car and I use it every day, so I know all the stupid little niggly things, and most of them are down to my driving, if I'm being really honest with you. The car, like I said, I bought it, I think it was February this year. I've done absolutely nothing to it apart from put on brand new brakes all around from Ford and give it a year's MOT. Apart from that, not one fault. It travels all over the United Kingdom with me. I bought it with 140,000 miles on the clock. Got it pretty cheap. This has now got 161,000 on it. Again, no issues. I've not serviced, I've not done nothing. It has got a full service history in one previous owner. So for a 2009 plate car which has got 160,000 miles on the clock, it starts up as if it's got 60 miles on the clock. Ford outdo themselves every time as far as it comes with their diesel engines, because it doesn't matter if it's an old Ford Fiesta diesel or a good old Sienna diesel. They just keep plodding on forever. You look after things and they'll look after you. That's what my old man always told me. I don't personally think there's anything I would change about this Mondeo. I love the design of it inside. I love it looking at the outside. I love the way it handles when I'm driving. I love when I need the power, I can just push the button and it's there when I need it. It's power on tap is what it is. It's just a fantastic car that I've never ever seen the need to upgrade. So let's see if my mind will be changed as soon as I push this button here. So the first thing I'm going to report on this car is, because after me giving it such bad reviews for the past several months, I've now realised that I shouldn't have even opened my mouth until I drove it or actually experienced it for myself firsthand. Really, the honest answer is that I've been completely jealous that I couldn't afford one of these at the time and that I didn't upgrade when I really should have. See, now, in winter in Scotland, this isn't something I think of reviewing. However, up atop a mountain in the pure beaten down sun, which it's still flipping freezing by the way, I came up with a flaw. I'm sure Ford will explain their flaw, but I came up with one. I have put the windscreen visor down in front of me. Now, as you can see, I'm going to put a little clip up here. Look at that. That is just... and I can't see. Poor show. So, my first honest opinion on this car from looks, well, this face is ugly as hell. If you ask me, it looks like a yawning hippo, and from previous experiences of nights out in Aberdeen, trust me, that is not a good thing. Other than that, however, the Aston Martin face may grow on you, it may not. It's one of those things where you just take it home at night and hope to God in the morning you don't have instant regrets. So this model I'm in today happens to be the 2-litre Duratorque diesel engine producing 148 brake horsepower. Now, like I said, this is the all-wheel drive model, meaning this thing is absolutely amazing on the road. Don't think that this is the new replacement for, let's say, the Land Rover Discovery or the Ford Ranger, because it's certainly far from that, but the cornering is immense. And I just went all the way around that mountain on really cold frosty roads, which, as you can imagine, do not get gritted. And I didn't wheel spin once. So Ford, hats off to you there. We salute you. So Ford have certainly proved their point when they say that they're the ultimate family car maker, because this car, compared to the previous Mondeo I was driving, is so spacious it is unreal. I literally feel like a 5-year-old trying to get up to the very top high cupboard in the kitchen to get the cookie jar that mum and dad's hid. It really does feel that spacious. I feel like I need a booster seat myself. Now, I'm not going to say the Mondeo is 100% perfect, because in truth I would be lying. For example, as you look down at the camera angle here, the centre console has been installed with someone in mind that might read newspapers, but given the crap that they publish these days, newspapers are going to be a thing of the past shortly. So Ford, you should install the rest of this big centre console that's missing, because in my opinion, pointless and stupid. But putting little minor details like that aside, it's actually really not too bad in here. I think I might be falling in love. I feel at home in here. I feel comfortable in here. I feel proud in here. I'm in a family car, I'm in a Ford Mondeo, and I am perfectly comfortable and happy and don't need nothing faster. You never need nothing slower. Yeah, I love the Ford Mondeo. So for the optional extra, which is £1,500, which don't make a big deal about that, because Jaguar and Volkswagen certainly cost a lot more than that, and it's the exact same system, it does the exact same job. If anything, I'm actually going to have to give Ford a big thumbs up here, because the mountain roads that you just seen us on, we took the two Mondeos. That one has no all-wheel drive, this one has all-wheel drive. That one wheel spin like a... This one didn't wheel spin once. Now, I think, given the fact that it's -4 degrees up there, there's no gritters, there's no even civilization, in fact, there's not even electric up there, then it kind of says a lot about it. All-wheel drive makes the difference, and I think this car will go some compared to that around the track, so I think that leaves us one more thing to do. Now, this model of Ford I have is not a model in which we can be doing drag races and test tracks in, because this is the manager of Ford Sterling's car. So anyway, this model I cannot put around a track, because I'm pretty sure when he sees this film and he see me put it around a track, he'd kick my ass. And I don't think he'd be happy giving me his car again. So, to prove the two Fords together without having to end this video and say, join me next time when I take these two round the track, because that is just nonsense. Let's get this over and done with. Let's do this properly. Let's close off a road. Let's do a half-a-mile drag strip, and let's see what's better, 2009 Mondeo or 2016 Mondeo. All-wheel drive, not all-wheel drive. Excellent driver, old fogey driver. I think I'll win. Got this in the bag. So, you've seen the drag race. Here at the Fanatics Tribe, we're not going to be Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond or James May. We're not going to put bets on which one won. We'll let you decide at home. I know which one won, the cameraman knew which one won. We'll probably fight between ourselves who won, but I do the editing, so I won. Anyway, it comes to the point now where we have to put them back, where we have to decide, do we want the normal daily runner for my kids like I use every other day, or do we want the snobby princess ready to be put into the throne as the queen? Well, for me it's really simple which decision I'm going to make. Until next time, peace out people. Shit, which one do I take? I'm only joking, there's no choice. See you later people. Fuck off, you are a piss take.
Cancelled.
But there you go, they understand what fuck off means.